Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Let's see, no one is in chat right now, but I do see on my little stream analytics that apparently 3 of you guys are watching, so welcome. Welcome to anyone who joins in later, who is rewatching this stream, maybe in the playlist, or today, or way into the distant future. I have actually created a playlist now for all the different... Oh, hey there, Sin. Nice to see you. I have created a playlist for all the different episodes now, so there is a organized list, which means it will be easier to watch. Also, what I always do for the live streams after they're up is I cut out the first 15 minutes of just a timer ticking away, so a little bit more efficient that way. How are you doing today, Sinnerhit? Personally, I feel a little bit mixed when it comes to this being the last live stream for a while. I do plan on returning to it at some point, but right now, I think the plan of quitting for a while and basically resuming maybe during the summer is probably the better option. Oh, you're doing great? That's nice. Now, things are going pretty well for me, all things considered. A lot with work right now. That is life. Also some trips coming in. It's just one of those things where like the next few Saturdays where I could stream, I'm going to be busy, so I'd have to move them. And if I'm going to be honest, like, it is fun streaming, but I've definitely seen from an all-time high at the start of streaming to kind of lows when it comes to engagement and viewership and stuff regarding the stream. So I think it would just be more efficient and better to just be uploading regularly scheduled videos instead during that time. But this was fun, and I'm happy I've tried streaming. We're resuming our Sweden campaign for Europa Universalis 5. If people do not know what this is a grand strategy campaign. I have a series as the Ottomans that's about to wrap up real soon. We did a lot better than the AI Ottomans ever did, basically conquering this, more or less. And right now we got this man Birger here, who is an absolute Chad. 99, 100, 100 skills. Almost the greatest ruler you could have, with pretty decent stats as well. And he is an admiral. Now he's probably going to be croaking real soon, and I unfortunately only have daughters. So Crown Princess Fakisa is going to be our queen afterwards. And I want the Bielbu line to continue, so I've actually sent both the other daughters into the monastery. Now, something I've noticed is we cannot, for example, get our nephews to marry anyone. Like, it's not possible because they're too far away. They're not closely related enough, which is ridiculous. If we actually go to the dynasty menu right here, it's 1, 2 steps away. I feel like I can understand, like, maybe not being able to do anything with Magnus here, who is, once, twice, 3, 4 steps removed. I do kind of understand that. It's fine. This guy's apparently slow. Right now, succession is as follows. She will inherit, then she will die, and then I believe Magnus will inherit, and then Birger, if I'm not mistaken. And then after him, a bunch of daughters, and then people who do not belong to our dynasty. I believe that's what's going to happen. I don't want that to happen, so I am actually going to have Birger here, or Magnus here, who's 57, to arrange a marriage with, let's see, the Crown of Aragon. Would they accept? They would, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh, he was already married and he never had any kids. That doesn't really make any sense. Oh, was she like, did she basically cheat on him this entire time? Is that what happened? I'm not really sure. All right, so we're going to deal with that. Secondly, I've been looking a bit at the values that we have as a country. We're going decentralized, which I think is fine. Spiritualist, which is fine. Innovative would be better. So we need to deal with innovative. Free subjects is good. I also want to be belligerent is good, naval is good. Traditional economy I think is fine. What I would like to work on is communalism. I think that would be really, really good. Also, I think inward would be better because I'm not going to really colonize anymore. Antagonism Language influence. I don't understand what that does. Anyway, the crown power seems pretty good. So inward focus is the goal. So communalism, what we can do immediately, because we barely have any non-heretics, essentially. We're all Catholic. Is I can go strengthen faith. We're going to lose some legitimacy, which is going to cost us some money. And it's going to piss off all our estates, but that's fine. And I think for Bundeståndet, I'm pretty happy with everything. Allowing commoners in the cabinet would be good for decentralization. And doing autonomous villages would be pretty good for decentralization as well. I think we'll start with autonomous villages. Let me just double check. Let's see here. Free. I do not want any of the other things. So we'll go and do, yes, autonomous villages. Now, the nobles are a little bit pissy at this stage. Let's unpause. Oh, hey, Imperator. And Ryger's here as well. Hello there. All right. Oh, you just came to say hi. Oh, okay. Good luck with the game. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Good luck with, was it War Thunder? Hope you return. And hey there, Ryger. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. How's the new job treating you? Something that I think I should do is, because we have no control here, is I should create a vassal right here. So I'm going to make this our section. I'm kind of tempted to do it here. But the thing is, this province is like Norwegian. I don't want my vassal to be Norwegian. I want them to be Swedish. So I'm going to create the vassal right here. So let's go there. Create a subject. Custom subject, right? We'll go here. And we'll make them a fiefdom, because why not? There we go. Inner White Karelia is a terrible name. But we'll also grant them access actions, subject actions. Cede a province. We'll cede White Karelia to them. And I think this is going to be... I might also cede this. Let's see here. They have 100 control here, so if they are given this, they should have decent control. So they're going to make a little bit more money than... well, I would be able to do without the vassal, which means that we have a slightly stronger nation. They have almost nothing in terms of population, 20,000 people. Not a lot. What I could do, perhaps, is I could maybe expand the RGOs here or something. A tar kiln would apparently make a lot of money. Okay. A settlement here would actually boost their population, so we'll do that. Could this have a settlement as well? No. This can have irrigation, so we'll do that. And we'll upgrade the lumber right there. Is there food here? Copper. I mean, these guys will have pretty good control, right? So we're kind of building up our vassal a tiny bit. Fish for food and iron. There we go. We could build more settlements as well, which I don't really see the need to. They can do that themselves. But that we're building a vassal right there. Speaking of settlements, we could build some more settlements like here, for example. I don't think we will. We could also build some settlements right here. I mean, I guess it's a good idea, right? Härnösand is the capital of Ångermanland. So I will build that settlement. Some irrigation. Why don't I upgrade the RGO as well? Sure, why not? Okay. I also think it's time to improve relations with Norway and start annexing them. So let's go relations. Prove opinion. Great. Start doing that. Scania already has 200. I think we're going to annex Scania soon enough. Biggest problem is we don't have a lot of people. Skåne here is Swedish and Catholic. Let's go to the cultures. Yeah, but mostly everything here is Danish. It is integrating slowly. But very slowly at that. Did I make Denmark Swedish? I did. I forgot about that. Are these guys Swedish as well? They are. All right, cool. Well, currently Danish is definitely the majority culture. What is this? Resolutions to vote on. This does what? Antagonism received? I'm not gonna be fighting any wars for a while, I don't think. I'll take improved fortifications. Did you disappear on me, Rygar? Are you still there, chilling? What about you, Sin? Did you decide to get the game, Sin? Because you talked about it last time, but I think you said you were gonna wait a little bit. I don't quite remember the byplay. Are these ships out? Yeah, they are. But we're gonna pop them back in during the winter. As for money is off of cooldown. Would anyone actually accept? No. Possible religious actions. Neither of these are things I want to do. So we'll leave that alone for now. I could canonize someone. I'll hold off for now. Children can have better education. Is this the slow character? Yeah, I don't really care about him, so I'm gonna leave him alone. A general for the Royal Army. Let's go. Captain Karlbagge, yeah, seems really good. So we'll put him. Something. Oops, wrong button. You did get it, but you don't have enough specs for it on your gaming laptop. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it requires a lot. I have a friend who had the exact same problem where he got it, and he has like a full-on PC, and the specs are pretty debilitating right now. I assume that the game is going to be more optimized, maybe like in the coming years, so then maybe you could play it, but yeah, that's a real shame. I think Europa Universalis 4 would be possible on your PC probably, but you should double check that. That's a really good game. We are improving relations with Denmark, Norway, and who is this? Our vassal right here, Orensk. Livonian Order and the Teutons are actually really strong at this point. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it right now. We're gonna allow time to speed up soon. I'm just double checking everything. Oh, the Ståndet is unhappy. That is what it is. How much money are we spending on cost of court? Quite a bit. But we could be spending more. May as well, right? Irrigation. I think something I should do is I should build more market villages. Market villages. The biggest problem, honestly, is a lack of people. Like, that is kind of the debilitating thing with Sweden right now, is we don't have a lot of pops. Like, it's kind of hard to get everyone. Let's build that a little bit. Is there anything here I can build that would make a lot of money? The Spinners Guild, apparently, the dye maker would. Alright, that's good. Södertälje is a city. What are we building here? Papermaker? Sure. Spinners? Sure. Carpenters would apparently make money. I could make Norrtälje into a town as well. It already is. Alright. I guess another Spinners Guild and a Carpenters Guild. The big thing with these is these only take up 200 pops a person, while if I were to build an RGO, I mean, that's 3 ducats. That's a lot. Problem is, like, there aren't... It takes 1,000 laborers, actually, to make that, but it's such a huge amount of money. Norrtälje or Norrköping could get some... We're just lacking people. That's really what we need. This apparently could make a lot of money. Let's see here. Are there more filters? Pop produces mining, farming. These are all the filters I have not done before. Produces food, goods. Because when we do buildings, I think we can... Oh, we could actually change this to infrastructure and then most profitable. What do we have right now? Most profitable first. This would actually, I think, be better due to the fact that we would get more communalism. It would cost me 10 stability, but I actually think we're doing it. And then we are going to go and maybe give out another right here, right? Hmm. Not really sure. Is there anything I'm going to give the nobles? Because that would kind of help everything. Because it would make them happy. I guess I could give them Noble Navy. Noble Navy would not be a bad idea. Okay, so we're going to give them Noble Navy, which means that I can give something to Prestrode. So I can give them... Where was the stability one? Yeah, stability investment minus or plus 0.1. More communalism. Very good. Religious diplomats would actually not be terrible, but we're going to do that. That makes Prestrode happy. I should have waited and done that after I give the burghers something. Because what I want to give them is... Guild investments for innovative could be pretty good. But what I'm specifically looking for is... tax efficiency, bank interest, and innovative. Just for a little bit less tax. That is pretty good in my opinion. And we'll do one more to Borgarståndet. And you guys are commenting a lot now, so... When was the Star Wars live planned for? No Star Wars, man. It was always going to be the final episode for this. The plan is to do a Star Wars playthrough after Europa Universalis 5 is done. Yeah, it will be better in time, Sin. Yeah, no, today is the final episode for the Sweden Europa Universalis 5 episode, or series, and then after Monday, there will be Star Wars videos. Originally, I'd planned to do Diablo 4 content, but I'm actually going to push that back a bit and do an Empire of the Hand playthrough in Thrawn's Revenge 3.5. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I was going to kind of leave that as a surprise, but you guys here on the stream, or people who watch this before then, get to find out a little bit ahead of time. I think that'll be pretty good. I'm debating this. Traditional economy is pretty good. That's the big thing, is that I kind of like having it. Pop capacity is really good, food production is really good. But the thing is, we don't exactly have a lot of people anyway. I actually think, because we're such a low pop nation, that, I mean, look at that, 58,000. We're so far behind when it comes to people that traditional economy is maybe not all that important. So let's go to Borgarståndet and give them the... this would actually be pretty good, the Land of Commerce. Maritime presence would be good. But we'll start with guild investments. Nice. There we go. Now the nobles are really mad, so we'll give them Noble Navy. That has helped quite a bit. Did I want to give anyone else anything else? Commoners and cabinet and decentralization, I think. Okay, we're pretty low down the list of our legitimacy at this point, so let's recover that. We're developing Uppland, supporting new farms everywhere. Why don't you actually change cabinet actions and strengthen the government? I think that could be a good idea. So this should help our values quite a bit. Now innovative is going to push 22%, which is decent. What do we have? We have religious literacy rights, which I apparently gave out. I don't really like that I have that. Average literacy, works of art, yep. Urban, treasury, guild investments. So we have some stuff pushing us towards innovative. When it comes to free subjects, we have quite a bit pushing us there, so that's good. Communalism is now going to be pushed at 40%, which is very nice. Traditional economy is kind of being reduced. Let's see. What would push inwards? Not really sure. We're going to get our legitimacy, and then we're going to start having our cabinet do stuff with that. We are researching techs, but the thing is, I'm going to research steel and stuff, but I don't think we're actually going to research handgunners or the hoofness. The reason being, we're so late in tech that we could probably get pike and shot and just skip those two techs and just go straight for falconets and early acrobusters. Not really sure what they replace. There should be, but anyway, the cannons we can get via the falconets, so we're gonna leave that alone. I'm getting the armory just so I can start building my military a little bit. Swedish steel is gonna be very important as well. But then we're gonna go down the different commerce. I think maybe getting protected harbors could be very good, actually. I do not need raw materials time, and clergy state satisfaction is not all that important. Makeshift, this could actually be pretty good. And yeah, protected harbors. Once again, I can get better ships via the tech. Do we have we do have universities available. Do I have a university? I do actually have a university. Okay. Can I build more of them? University. Yeah, okay, let's actually build one here in Söderköping, I think. I could build Kalmar University. You know what? Let's do that. We're gonna build two different universities here. One in Skara, and you know what? One in Södertälje. Sure. And Åbo. Why not? That was all of our money. I actually think building that many universities is a bad idea, so I'll actually cancel the one in Söderköping and the one in Åbo, because I'm not sure if we have the paper needed. Diablo would be interesting. I mean, the thing is with Diablo, like, most people don't seem to actually watch Diablo episodes that I upload. But I mean, I like the game. I think it's cool. And I'm also interested in playing Diablo 1, 2, and 3 on the channel. So maybe more people would be interested in that. Not really sure. Welcome back, Imperator. Imperator. Let's see here. They use... What do they use? Masonry. Alright. Paper. Yes. Lumber. Books is the biggest problem. I do not have enough books. So let's upgrade the scriptoriums. I don't know. 3 levels? That's a lot, but I think it's fine. Scriptorium is already maxed there, but it could be increased right here. I could also have a temple right there. What happened now? Embargo? Why did they do an embargo on us? They are embargoing us for some reason. Why? Well, that sucks. I'm not exactly sure why we were embargoed all of a sudden, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Maybe we can improve relations with England. I mean, they like us. Revoke embargo. Okay, we have to wait for 10 years. That's not great for us. Probably is going to impact our trade situation. Just you being interested, Riger? You would be the only one who would... Well, I mean, one person is more than 0. It's something, right? How is building going here? Not very well. Let's actually go speed 5. You know what? We don't have to play perfectly. That's the big thing. Playing perfectly is not a necessity. Oh, I lost one of my people. That sucks. Expensive. I hope this guy lives a long time. The best situation would be if she died quickly before he dies. He's 63. I mean, he's not going to live forever. I believe that I have... What is this? Estonia wants better cultural improvements. You know what? We'll do that, sure. We now have the armory. Alright. I guess we start building them. Even though I'm not going to get that many like actual soldiers, having the armories is kind of important. So armory. We'll get one in Stockholm to begin. And I guess one in Kalmar, that would make sense. One in Åbo. Söderköping. Linköping, Skara. They can all have one each. Yeah, I guess we're going to build them everywhere. Get ourselves the manpower. Big question is, are we getting any institutions here? Pike and shot is increasing very slow. Well, mostly due to the fact that it doesn't really exist anywhere else. Trading with Poland will be the way to go. We just need to chill. What is Diablo? Diablo is a game. Well, Diablo literally means devil in Spanish. It is a old school RPG from, or ARPG, action RPG from the 90s, I believe. And there is a 4th Diablo out by Blizzard, the same company that makes Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2. If you go to my YouTube channel, Imperator, I have multiple playthroughs of the different seasons of Diablo 4, as well as a playthrough of the entire campaign. You know, I recommend checking it out. Not only do you give me more views, which is always a bonus, but I do actually think that the game is pretty entertaining. The story is okay. It's a fun game. It's basically you control a character running around killing demons, more or less, I guess is like the summary. There's like some story and stuff involved as well. Yeah, you should. Good. But, how has work been going, Rhaegar? Are you enjoying the new job, or is it kind of meh? And 1439. Let's see if we can get to at least 1450 by the end of the stream. I'm not really sure how long I'll be streaming, at least till 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit longer. The OG Doom guy, that's right. Well, when did Doom come out? Doom game. Doom came out... Let's see here. 1993. So honestly, Diablo is more like the top-down Doom game coming out afterwards. Alright, we got Swedish Steel. Very nice. And we're just chilling. I really want to empower Estonia here and conquer the Livonian Order, but these guys just have too many soldiers. Wait, are these guys their vassals now? No, okay. The Golden Horde still exists, right? So Muscovy has not really been able to do a lot. How is this market doing? If I go to the market with Libori, it seems to be doing okay. Do we have a granary here? We do have a granary, which helps quite a bit. And I did build up the fish, so, I mean, they just need more people, to be honest. I could build more market villages. Market village. I have a few. Okay, I guess I'll just leave that alone for now. I'll get a couple here. I'll get a few there as well. Did Sala have anything interesting? Not really. Västerås actually has people. And the lumber would actually make quite a bit of money at this stage. Alright, well, build up the lumber then. What about the fish? No, fish is still useless. Yeah, okay, we can actually make some money here. That's nice. Right here. Yeah, a full ducat. Slower ship construction or spending some money. I'm not building any ships right now, so we're all good. The naval attrition situation is so bad. If it weren't for that, we would have a really good maritime presence, but alas. Work is good, time goes fast. That's good. You have to go to work at 9 in the morning. That's pretty generous. What was it like at the previous job? Was it like 8 o'clock or 8:30? No, where I work, everyone shows up like around 8-ish, and then it's like an hour away to travel. So I have to take the bus at like 7, which is kind of a pain, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. The bus is very convenient. 6:30 in the morning. Oh, really? So that's a huge difference. So you used to have to leave 6:30. Now you're able to leave. Oh, look at that. This guy actually had a son. Birger. So we might actually have this guy become our new king in the future. Current role infant. Yeah, he's 2 years old. Hopefully, I mean, look at his stats. It's actually pretty good. Look at, he already has 10 martial as a 2-year-old. I mean, let me just compare that to our former king Magnus, who had 26 as a 32-year-old. Let's see here. Okay, so there are some stuff. They're asking for curia support for the... Sure, we'll accept. We could do a thing right here. What do we want? Integration process? I don't care about that. This would make the nobles happy. Urbanization would do what? Hiabi would become a town. Do I want Hiabi to become a town? What do they have? Lumber? I'm not so sure about that. That's probably like the smartest thing to do. I think you're supposed to just like get as many towns as possible, but I don't want to. Promote integration process. I mean, what does this do? Right, sure, we can try it. Okay, that's a little bug. Funding the university. Oh, yes, please. We gain 580. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm disappointed. So this guy's going to move to our town. We're going to get 5 research. But I thought we were actually going to get the university in Uppsala. Increase opinion of some people. What are we going to grant? Cultural unity. I don't really want that. Well, are we actually accepting any cultures? I don't think we are. Gnutish we're accepted and Finnish we're accepting. And that's it. In terms of cultures. So I guess I could do that, right? It would assimilate people, which is not terrible. I'm gonna have to accept Danish at some point, because there are so many Danish people. You have to wake up at 5. Oof, that's rough. Okay, so the new job has a lot of huge upsides. That's pretty great. I mean, congratulations. I mean, that's definitely an enviable position in that regard. Break an alliance with Scotland. I'm not going to do that. I could get some more decentralization. I would lose some stability. But that would actually not be okay. 2 Sicilies becomes happy. And I could gain some decentralization for some stability. Do I want that? I would prefer that over Contain New World. There we go. What are we even integrating? Oh, this land here? Oh, yeah. Alright. Do I want to create a vassal here? I mean, we have almost no control. It would be smarter to like create a vassal here than to control it directly. So you get more paid, you're able to sleep in later, and you think that the job is easy, and everyone speaks your language. That's a pretty good deal. All right, well, congratulations. That's a good job that you... Was it that your previous job fired you, or was it that they had like a bad deal so you quit? Speaking of things I want to do, I actually went to YouTube chat. Go down there. I do not know why the sign up thing is constantly there. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, you're recommending me watching Mando, Imperator? Like The Mandalorian, or something else specifically called Mando? Mando. Do you mean The Mandalorian, the Star Wars show? You're jealous then? Ah, okay, you quit. Yeah, that makes sense. Education of the masses. Right now I have religious teachings. I would rather have educated, uneducated mass. I don't want that. I'll leave this alone for now. Side with the university, side with the... I will side with the priests, due to the fact that they give me a tech bonus. That as well. Make it bra. Oh, okay. So I didn't actually have to do the stability thing, but that's fine. Oh, speaking of, we no longer have to strengthen the government. What am I going to do? Join a foreign order of chivalry. How about Hungarian one? Giving me more manpower. And could I promote him to the head of the cabinet? I could do that. So it is actually good to keep strengthening the government, because we did that. This guy's still kicking. What a Chad. Now, his father, right here, Lil Birger. The goal is to get him to... I could lose the prestige. Getting 130 ducats isn't really... No, it's not worth it. Speaking of things we can do, let's build. Apparently the tannery can make a lot of money in Norrtälje. Alright, I'll build it. Solution proposed, great. Oh, it's a YouTube channel? Okay, YouTube. Mando. Here, be right back, Rygar. Well, hopefully I'll be back soon. Mando. Let's see. Oh, it's like a little Peter Griffin thing. Stupid people on the internet. Ah, it reads a lot of Reddit stuff. Yeah, I mean, that is such a big market. It's one of those things where, like, I'm wondering if I should have just done that instead, right? Instead of doing what I'm doing now. Yeah. I mean, you can get so many views. 2.5 million from reading Reddit. That is crazy. It's crazy. Question is, does he do voices and stuff? Because I remember when... oh, I forgot what it's called. There was another channel that used to read Reddit stories, and he would do, like, different voices for all the different characters. He was like a... I don't know if he was a voice actor, but he was very good at it. And then you have the people who are, like, monotonely just read comments. It's like, okay, what are you doing? Let's see. I could request a cardinal seat. I don't really think we need that, so I'll hold off for now. Let's get back up to speed 5. The economy's doing pretty well. How much are we getting in manpower? A lot. Okay, that is nice. Yeah, I'll check it out, Imperator. I'm curious. Thanks for the tip. Let's see here. France is the hegemon of everything. Makes sense. Golden Horde not collapsing is kind of crazy. Who are we... Like, okay, so what is the game plan now? I need to expand, right? Isn't that the whole point of the game? So are we beating up the Novgorodians again? Okay, they just joined a coalition against us. I don't like that. Who else could join the coalition? Just them. Okay, this doesn't matter. Last time I beat up the Novgorodians, if I were to fight them, who would actually be in the war? Not a lot of people. Norway and us alone would basically win. We also have the Danish, the Estonians, and Inner Karelia, Nordjylland, Scania, or Schenk. So we could probably crush them quite a bit. If we have... Okay, so I do actually want the cannons. Researching distant markets. That'd be pretty good. I don't need the hulks. Pound canals would be pretty good. Do I want to get cannons? Ooh, it would help me so much when it comes to sieges. I think I do. So let's do... cannons. And we'll cancel the pound locks. And then do... thirst for knowledge. And then what else were we researching? The makeshift reparations. Protected harbor. So research that. Anything else? I don't think so. So cannons are now the third tech that we're getting. We're getting 1, 2. Do I need trade fleets that early? No, I do not. So we'll do that. Yes, okay. So that's going to get us cannons, which is going to allow us to crush the Novgorodians, I hope. Can we build the cannon makers at this point? I think we can. Production cannon maker. Why can I not build it here? Oh, I can. Okay. Alright. So, available peasants. Ah, I see. Yeah, this can make 0.8. Yeah, that's a lot. Södertälje can have some as well. But we'll start with just Stockholm. Let's do gunsmiths. Once again, Stockholm can make like 2 ducats, but let's actually build it in Norrtälje. Sure. You can be my little gun factory right now. Is this European map only? No, so I mean there is Africa right down here. It's just that we can't really see anything, and the Americas are over here, but we can't really see anything. Obviously Asia's over here, so we could theoretically play as like China or Japan or one of these Persian nations. No, it's the whole world map. Let's see. Is there a... No, there aren't really any details. We're just playing on this featureless... That's kind of boring. I bet there are some graphics mods that adds like details to this area. Good. So something we need to do, because we don't have a coalition here. I mean, a cost spell there, is I should start building a spy network. So covert actions, build spy network. Great. I'm not going to spend 400 ducats for that. No siree. Money is looking pretty good. Why are we spending so much, though? And why are we spending on the forts? And because we're not really using the navy anyway. Do they take attrition when they're out here? I think they do. Yeah, they're taking attrition. Ah, it hurts my soul. I guess we have to wait a month. Mild winter. Did they take attrition during the mild winter? Okay, it's no longer mild winter, so we're actually getting some naval presence. That's nice. Good. There died another one of our poor people. We got Magnus Bjelbo here, who is kind of useless. I think I'll put in Ivar Kristersson. Strengthening the government is pointless at this point, so let's do... What are we gonna do? Change societal values. Yes, please. Go to communalism. Thank you. That will help. Leave that alone. Buildings with some inputs. This is a paper maker. I don't have any paper maker skills? Really? Oh, and Uleborg. I see, I see. Well, that's fine. I think it's fine. Yep. We're missing people. Fishing village in Umeå is not making any money. That's too bad. I care, though. Not really. What market does that fall under? Umeå is in the... Okay, sure. Do another wild game, just for some more food and a little bit of money. We don't have to be super efficient. How is... What is our opinion of Norway? 160. Have I not been improving relations? Paired border, different primary culture. I mean, that is what it is. Do we start integrating school now? That is the question. I mean, it would add 200,000 people to our pops. It would add a bunch of base tax. I think we honestly start doing that. Yeah, I think we do. I'll do it after I've started integrating Norway. Livonians are still very strong. Ugh. What are they fighting? These guys are all fighting England. That's interesting. Now, the big problem is that if I were to declare war upon the Teutons, right? We would be fighting all of these nations. So not only the Teutons, the Livonians, that's like 20,000. We would be fighting Austria and their vassals. That's another 26,000. I talking about? This is another like 6. So 20, 21, 26, 36, 42, 46, about 50,000 people. Meanwhile, we got 21, 22, 22 plus 7, 29, 35 maybe, with Norway 40. So it'd be pretty even. It's not as bad as I thought, but I don't like it. No, I will take the tax efficiency, thank you. What's this? I should like know the names. Antagonism received 20. It's just fine, whatever. We'll vote yes for it. What does this do? This does clergy estate satisfaction? Alright, that's nice. Okay, this is the most they're gonna like us. Is there any way we can actually annex them? Shared border. Different primary culture is always going to be negative. Defending our rival. Who's their fucking rival? Is this Scotland? Of course these guys are rival to each other, and that 25 negative is enough to put them over the edge where they're at 190. Can we force them to become... and junior diplomacy? Not really that interested. Why did these guys have to be rivals, huh? I guess I could send them a gift. That would improve the relations by 25. Ugh, so much money. But it's worth it. I mean, 400 ducats to integrate Norway. Is there anything we can do first off? Location, block building. A defensive league. Wait, do we need it? We're already in the Union. Yeah, sure, why not? Actually fucking useless, but... I mean, whatever. What did you miss? You missed amazing things. Super cool, amazing things. We conquered half the world. I was mostly complaining about the Norwegians being rivals with Scotland. And that was kind of it. You had to help the wife hang the clothes to dry? That's good. Hey, good on you. Helping with chores is super important. But yeah, you did not miss a lot. I think you did a good job by going to help her. Let's see here. We're mostly just chilling. What I want to do is I want to expand Estonia. And that means fighting the Livonians, which is a problem because they have a lot of soldiers. And the Teutons have a lot of soldiers. And I was looking because these guys are actually fighting the English. But if we attack the Teutons, we would be fighting the Austrians as well as all of these guys. It's kind of nuts. Seems like the Polish are useless this game. Yeah, I mean, they're just useless. I don't really understand why. I guess we'll be fighting the Novgorodians again. Don't have any casus belli, do we? No, we do not. How is the building spy network going? We got 11. Do we have Deus Vult? That is the question. I do not have Deus Vult. I should probably get that. We now have the cannons. Nice. So I could get cannon regiments. Drill the army. Thank you. Let's actually build a couple cannons. There we go. That will help. So if we ever have to fight a war, we will have cannons ready. We're gonna have to send these guys back to port. Yeah, naval attrition is so brutal, and there is no... like, repair when damaged or return during the winter. Yeah, it's a real pain. There we go. Okay, that sucks. That really sucks. So our awesome ruler, Birger, died at 69. Nice. And he ruled for how long? He ruled for almost for 35 years, more or less. That's pretty good. Okay, this woman is in charge now. Yikes. Speaking of, here we have this kid. Oh yeah, here we go. And this guy is ambitious. And why can I not choose the... Why are you not in my country? Are you kidding me? Where are you? The Borja dynasty. Yeah, but where are you? Are they in Aragon? No. I'm not able to give him an expensive education. Look how good his stats are already. We would probably get like another... Well, we shall see. Okay, so she... Who is her heir? We shall see, I guess, when the month ticks by. Get rid of the troublemakers, sure. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen when she dies. She doesn't have an heir right now. Do we enter a succession crisis? Prepare. Well, we shall see. This will be interesting to find out on stream. We might have a succession crisis on our hands when she dies. I mean, logically, we would just... we don't care. We would give the crown, I guess, to this bee to get here. Can you do anything? No. Can you... I'm gonna make her take the vows. I do not care that that loses legitimacy. Like, I cannot afford to have her or her take the vows. Yes. Become nuns. Forcing everyone to become a nun. Kind of wish I'd done that with her as well. Baguette is not a terrible name. Maybe these guys will take over as the rulers. You know what? Just for that, Eric Baguette, you're going to get an expensive education. Kind of don't want to waste money on you, but it's fine. Encouraging communalism is doing okay. Yeah, we might have to just help the nobles. It is what it is. How's the economy doing? Okay, not great though. We could apparently improve the market a little bit. No one wants to work. There is no, like, there are no laborers there. Okay. Why don't we go down to Stockholm? There we go. I'm not gonna build where there are less than 500 peasants, but I will build here. I mean, like, a negative 500. I mean, that's, like, the minimum. This place, these can all have upgrades. Nice. Huh. That's interesting. We actually have a lot of places that can get more lumber. Right? Nice. And I already upgraded that. I upgraded the fiber crops. Here we go. Yo. Apparently we get an admiral. Nice. I'll take him. Kapten Skytte. He has terrible military ability. But no, I'm gonna do Ferdinand Serra. He shall be our ruler. Or I mean our admiral. We have Queen Rikisa here. The old spinster. I kind of wish she died. The thing is, I think if she had died, then I think this guy, it would have passed on to someone else. If he had lived, let's say, another 5 years, which is pretty greedy, and if she had died, then maybe we could have had another family member take over. Alas, it did not come to pass. How are these guys doing? They have no economy to speak of, I see. Yeah, they have nothing. The settlement is helping, though. A little bit. Maybe I should build more settlements over here. Might be a good idea. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We can... Oh no, we can't. Why can we not integrate them again? Improve. Opinion, please. Right. Come on, man. We literally had 190. I forgot to integrate them. God damn it. Anything I can do that isn't give them like 400 ducats. Quest food, I offer fleet basing rights. For the military access. There we go. That should be enough, right? Swear to God, if this drops below 190, then we'll start annexing. There we go. We are annexing Norway. Let's go to Kalmar. What can we do? Fund farming estates. Actually a pretty good law. We don't have the support. That's annoying. A new monastery. Yes, sure. Why not? Support inward. I definitely want to do that. Inward seems very good. There we go. Now, farming estates. Can I build a farm here? No. Buildings, filters. There we go. This already has all the people it can get. This, however... I don't have the workers there, so I'm not going to build that. Let's see. Cattle. Örebro. Jönköping. Öland. You know what? Everywhere that can get... Sure. Why not? Horses, always good. Vadstena and Ramo. Sure. Jönköping. That's actually where I work, which is kind of fun. And let's see. I think that's kind of it. Is there any farming I can do there? Yes. There are no people here. Okay. Alright, fine. That's fine. Naval hubris. We'll take it. We are the best. It is what it is. So I've been streaming now for basically an hour, and we are, what, 14:47 basically by the hour mark. When did we start at? Does anyone remember? This is good for the Kingdom of Sweden. Sure. I might grow to regret that, but she is here. Okay, I mean, we have another guy there, so that's the least of our issues. If that is the oh, she's here. That's fine. 1437. Okay, that's when I started. So we've basically passed 10 years. Okay, that's pretty good. 10 years in an hour. That's kind of the I want to say the gold standard, but that's basically as far as I ever get, more or less. So I'm happy with that. See if we can reach 1460. That would be, I think, a pretty good benchmark. How are the institutions doing? Doing decent. Pike and shot is actually increasing quite quickly. I like that. Printing press is increasing quite quickly as well. The Poundlock Canal, I think, is going to have a big impact due to the fact that we have a lot of like rivers and stuff. I think that will improve our control drastically. Other things that could improve our control, I guess, would be stuff like roads. Right here. If I can get the gravel network parliament, that would be pretty decent. When is the next parliament? In 49 months. Okay. Well, I do need more buildings, right? This is making some money, so do that. Time for censorship. Ooh, 20 stability is actually not nothing. Every province owned within Subdeluxe or printing presses begins to gain 25 acceptance. That is not bad. Using some legitimacy, I think, is fine. Printing press. Yeah, stream until 1460? I think so, maybe. We'll see. Not quite sure. I think I played the Ottomans till 1453. They are not doing well. It's fun to see the Byzantines doing decent. They're by no means strong, but their economy has been going up. It's been going down recently. But they still exist, which is fun. The Two Sicilies is very powerful, although they've lost some land to Tunis, I see. Who is fighting the Castilians, who has completely conquered Portugal. Portugal non-existent, I think. Aragon still exists, but it's not doing amazing. It's doing okay. France is doing very well. Did someone just die? I think so. It's a real shame that he didn't have any sons. Look at that guy. John II. England doing okay. They have a little territory right there. The Netherlands doing decent. Oh, the lag. France doing very well for itself. Very powerful. Speaking of powerful, Sweden. Ooh. Let's see if we can build some more stuff. Pound Lock Canal. Very nice. Okay, so communalism, we can no longer do that anymore. So let's change societal values. Let's go innovative. Good. And let's get you. What can you do? Encourage urbanization. Do I want that? Not so sure. Support farms in Kiemi Lapland? Yeah, why not? We can do that. Now, the Pound Lock Canal. Where do we have? Riga? I don't really care. The Riga market. Does that even encompass any of our territory? No, these guys are in the Stockholm market, so a lack of food doesn't actually hurt our vassal, which is kind of funny. Do I do this? Stone, I think, makes a decent amount of money. Yes. So this actually helps Estonia quite a bit. The fiber crops do as well. Anything else here of value? Sturdy grains is not terrible. There we go. We're helping Estonia a little bit. How are these guys doing? Lumber? Sure. Wheat actually makes a lot of money, so we'll do that. Severe winter. Estonians are so accustomed to hunger, it's no longer a debuff. I mean, I'm not so sure about that. It does actually improve how many Estonians are born. Right? Like, right now there's cheap food, which helps more Estonians get born. Let's see, what was I going to do? Pound Lock Canals, that's right. Canal. This does -5 proximity costs. I can't build any? Really? I thought I would be able to build them all along the... Oh, that sucks. Well, I researched that tech for no reason. That is quite the disappointment. It is what it is. Build those. What can you have? Irrigation. All 2 of those. Thank you. Oh, I am very disappointed. How are the institutions doing? Okay, so like a year or more, and then I'll be able to get pike and shot spread here, which will be pretty good. More universities. How are the universities doing? Let's look at the market for a sec. What do we not have a lot of? So we have a lot of fish. That's why it's worthless. We are lacking iron. Can I build more iron? Probably. Fruit, ivory, glass. What about books? Actually doing okay. In fact, books are cheap, so what we should do is I should build more universities. University. Let's build 3 more. You know what? Screw it. We'll build 4 universities. That's right. And let's also build libraries, if we don't already have those everywhere. Library. Yeah, we got them everywhere. Okay. That's fun. Well, do we have one here? Probably not that important to have a library in Uleåborg. If that's a controversial opinion, I'm not really sure. I mean, the market is doing okay here, right? The naval goods are not doing that well, but gunsmiths would apparently do well. Okay. Paper makers would do well, sure. Paper maker, and why don't we do a scriptorium? Why not? How many tools do we have there? The tool workshop is actually doing a lot of money, so let's build a second level of tools. That is good. Yes, I agree. Ooh, let's see here. Tailor's Guild can apparently make money, and Saltpeter Guild. Alright, sure. Notalia. The Gunsmith can make more money. Quite a bit more money. Alright. We build here in Stockholm that would make money. More paper makers? Sure. Or tanneries as well. Is Stockholm a city? I did make it a city. I forgot about that. It's pretty good for me. What do we do? I guess I could increase province control somewhere, but that seems kind of pointless. Why don't I... You know what? Let's integrate the province that I don't actually control. That could be a good idea. Maybe. Just maybe. Once we have enough... I mean, I'll try to get pike and shot as quickly as possible. The reason being I want to get the military soldiers. Once we do, we can park some armies in Estonia. And we can crush the... Speaking of... Okay, so... What are we researching right now? We have 2 techs. We're gonna get Deus Vult. Meritocracy would actually be pretty good. Yes. Educated bureaucrats would be very good as well. And the abacus would be very good. Yeah, I've been kind of sleeping on some of these techs. So that's at least 4 techs that I do want. But then I think the... let's see here. Recruitment law would be pretty good as well. Hungry minds must be fed. So much money. But, you know, 5 research points is still 5 research points. That is basically 3 months worth of research. I'll take it. Goods. Only we have more people. I mean, to be fair... Okay, wait. So let's go to the province. This province here. That has to have anything that I actually want. Really? It just has some people. So I could maybe force all of these people to move into Västmanland, which has the iron that I so desperately need. Specifically, Nora here. Could be amazing. Well, actually, I have more control than Skinnstaberg. No pain, no gain. Maybe we can help. Yeah, I'll do that. I actually think... once this is done, I'm gonna try to get people to move to Skinnstaberg. We can get ourselves more people working in the mines. The children yearn for the mines. You remember the less than 100 ducats days? Yeah, back in the day when we were making, what, like 6 ducats or something a month or something? Yeah. No, the economy has gone up quite a bit, as you can see, from 20 to 270. Everything is more expensive as a consequence, though. Could actually spend a little bit on culture, sure. All that important, but we'll do it. Why not? What else are we gonna spend on? I'm very curious to see what happens when she dies. There is a chance that the Norwegians break free, as well as these other nations, because they are fiefdoms. That is definitely a non-zero chance. The best economy, the strongest economy. That's right. The Danish, they're coming over. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. We need to build a wall that the Danish will be paying for. Although that's kind of old news. I guess the more recent news would be, we need Greenland. Greenland cannot be protected from the British without our direct control. Doesn't matter that the Greenlanders are a vassal of a vassal. We need direct control out of it. Alright, we got religious wars. The question is, due to our... we should have a spy network, right? We do not have one. Oh, could I do a... that's interesting. Smolensk is pretty strong, right? 11,000, yeah. Ugh. Apparently I lost whatever covert group I had there. Let's work on that. I could also do a parliament action to get it. Livonian Order. They are annexing Livonia. That's interesting. It would actually be good for me, I think, due to the fact that they won't have quite as many soldiers there. But yeah, their vassals and allies and stuff is definitely a problem. Especially the Austrians suck. Especially these guys, right? Like Halich, 10,000 seals. I had so many people. So many people. They say it's green. The greenest, the biggest green, they say. Yeah, maybe. Is that what they say, Riger? Is that what they say? Let's see. Are you guys actually allied to anyone? Just Smolensk. Okay. The glory days will return? Yeah, they will. We don't have any prestige, so why lose the money? What do we do? I mean, you know what? Honestly, even though I would like to wait for the roads, I just need more control of the territory. So let's go into the roads builder. Let's actually build a road. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. Proximity to capital. Yeah, they go through here. Really? Not through... Okay, that's fine. Well, I guess you could build a road right there. This one has... What happened now? Oh, so we get 900 ducats, but we're gonna lose 50 peasants every month? From Uppsala, by the way. 50 times 80 is 4,000 peasants, including this guy. Is it worth it? Probably is, honestly. 900 ducats for 4,000 people. It's probably a decent idea. What do you guys think on the stream? Should I take 900 ducats for 4,000 people moving to Byzantium and establishing the Varangians? Or should I tell them to screw off? Let's see. While we wait. The Byzantines, they're not doing too bad. Do it. Take the money. Well, you're the only one who's answering, Ryger, so I think I should do it then in that case. Let's see here. Proximity to capital. Money, all we good? Money, all we good? Alright, fine. We'll do it. We're gonna lose a bunch of peasants, which is a bit of a shame. They shall be missed. I mean, the biggest thing is we have all these, like, rivers, so it's kind of like... The roads don't really do a lot. Yeah, I'm building that already. This one goes through here, really? Through Yen Shopping. Alright, fair enough. Pas quoi? Yep. Avec quoi? Already have a road there. Okay. What happened now? I do not need... One little misclick and we're building all these different roads that we don't need. Shift. There we go. Where are you building the road to? Ugh, whatever. It's fine. I do not need that. Okay, that's all good. There we go. Building some roads. That is hilarious. Koskuru. Ah, it's Koskrona. Okay, Koskrona. Couldn't pronounce that correctly 5 times in a row, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, we have all these rivers. These rivers are amazing. There will always be more peasants. That is true. That is very true. 1 month of the year gone already? Yeah. Yeah, in just like 10 months we get the peasants back. Riksdag is possible. Why don't we go to Kalmar again? What would do the best right now? Increase ties with neighbors, integration process. I could actually do the gravel network right now. Let's see. I'm not gonna do serfdom movements. Well, doesn't really matter. Do that. Tax exemption for the burg. I'm not doing that. I'm not enacting traditional law. Oh, containing the printing press. Annoying. We'll do it though. Because we're gonna fabricate a casus belli on Novgorod for... How about this? Goal is gonna be to create another vassal. These guys, I mean, they have so little in terms of territory. If I could create another vassal controlling, like, these 3 provinces. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe give, like, these 2 provinces to these guys. That would basically cripple Novgorod. Also taking Aunus, Karelia, and that, and giving to them. Yeah, we could take a bunch of provinces, I think. Now they are allied to who? Smolensk, who I'm assuming would join in the war. Yes, so we would be fighting 17,000. I mean, we almost have more than that ourselves alone. What I do need is I need more camp followers, that's for sure. So let's build like 6 of them, 7. 8 camp followers. 12 camp followers. There we go. That will help. And let's also build some more artillery for that artillery bonus. There we go. That's going to help. So we have a while before we have to declare the war. So Vladimir is at war with Perm. It's good to know. Speaking of, we now have those roads, so I should actually build some. I guess this doesn't really go anywhere. So how did they actually get to the capital? They don't, is the answer. Okay. Yes, da. do they get to the capital? Via Tingvalda också. Nas is the capital. Why? I don't know. Well, build a road right there. We lost a chancellor. She's still alive. She's still alive. Good for her. I'll take reduced trade investments. It's fine. Question is, how do we get here? Via this. Okay. I do wonder if a road from here would help. Probably not, but you never know. Where else? Like this place right here. Do we have any bridges we can build? That would be a good idea. Bridge. Any bridges we can build? No, there are not any bridges. Okay, that's fine. If they have to go through, yeah, that's not gonna do anything. What about these? They also go through the river. They go through the river. It's this like the lakes that give all the movement. I guess having more towns wouldn't be a bad idea, because I believe towns give more control. Bailiffs wouldn't be a bad idea either, actually. If I build a bailiff. They do give a little bit of noble power, but it is actually, I think, a good idea. So we're going to build one right there. I will build one in... It is Siberia as well, sure. And I will build a bailiff in... Where's some good resources, actually? The lumber, I think, is more valuable than the beeswax. Yes, it is. But having one right there... Bailiff. Why can I not spell bailiff? Okay, because there's an I in there. Strolabori. There we go. I mean, this is gonna help a little bit, right? Hopefully. So hopefully this will not ruin the game all too much. I'll have one in Arboga. Funny, in Arboga. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Any more roads that I want? I mean, I'm guessing that these guys just come by, That seems very inefficient. I figure I can just have, like, a road go like that. That would probably be better. And where else? Once again, I'm not really sure if the roads actually help any. But just in case. I'll do that. Maybe some roads here as well. Good. I mean, they're traveling via the river. That's just what it is, but it's fine. Nice. The rest of the money is going to be used as a war chest, and oh, my soldiers are starving. Sure. Marry the woman. You know what I should do, maybe? I should maybe have, like, a castle here. There is already a castle. Okay. Why don't I build... granary in Tallinn, perhaps? There is already a granary. Build another level of the granary. Thank you. Are we training any more units? No, we're not. How many cannons do I have here? I have 10. I need a total of 16, I think. But how much food do we consume? This army consumes 1.6 and it has 15 capacity, so that's quite a few months worth of food. I'm pretty happy with that. 53, 4, 5, 6. I will, however, get even more camp followers just because I hate attrition. We're going to get a lot of winter attrition no matter what we do, but food attrition, if I can avoid it, I will. Oh, hey, Carl. You never understood why historical kings were so obsessed with waging war until you played Europa Universalis. Yeah, that's right. Number go up. It's also one of those things where, like, I mean, kingdoms were literally like property. People forget that. We think of countries as like these nation states, but the king of Sweden owned this, right? The king of Norway owned this. Like, it's not a nation state in the same sense. That's why you have like different vassals owing fealty to each other, and oh, look at those terrible, terrible borders. Yeah, but no, definitely. Number go up. That's what you play for. Let's see here. Army is doing okay. We're still building some of those cannons. When does my casus belli end? I have 4 more years. Okay, that's good. Okay, I got my basically everything. Let's build a little bit more cavalry. One more thing of armored horsemen. 4 more things of armored horsemen. There we go. This is a pretty meh army, but it's going to augment our main army quite a bit. Not only that, but we can actually park the army here and just start sieging Novgorod immediately once the war starts. Like, go down here, siege that. Okay, so I think in... When are we going to declare the war? Maybe like in March of 1453? I think that would be a good date. Let's do that. Let's actually spend on army maintenance. Navy maintenance can go up as well. How many forces can we carry on the boats? Not a lot. Okay, that's not good. Navies build ships. We need more cogs. Okay, well, what I could do is I can split these in half. Belongs in the museum. Alright, sure. After this month is over, but welcome to the stream, by the way, Carl. Carl Björklund. Are you Swedish? Är du svensk? Head over to Åbo. We got 7 viewers right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is the first time seeing Europa Universalis 5. It is a grand strategy game where you control a country, basically Risk on steroids, fighting and warring. If you are familiar with Europa Universalis 5, or not, but this is the first time to the channel, then welcome. I upload content 5 days a week. I play Europa Universalis 5, StarCraft, Warcraft, some Star Wars Empire at War, Diablo 4, and a bunch of other games. Mostly strategy games, though. Let's see here. The army is in Åbo. Nice. The Royal Army. I believe in Åbo they won't take any attrition. Other things we could do in Åbo, we could actually improve the Distillers Guild, Papermakers Guild. The Gunsmith would apparently be making a lot of money. I'm surprised. Have at it. Would you try Age of Empires 2? I mean, I could play at some point on the channel. I figure that there is a lot of competition for Age of Empires 2, and I'm not as familiar with the game than I am, you know, something like StarCraft, Warcraft, all those games, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Let me just say it like that. So when February comes along... Okay, so is there still winter, mild winter? Do we take attrition during the mild winter? I think so, unfortunately. Embark. Viborg is a town. We don't have a granary here. Ooh, I should have one. apparently we can build protected harbors. Why haven't I not been that? Harbor. I can build one here. Maybe it needs... Oh, I can... Okay. Remove available peasants. Wait, is Stockholm at the building limit? No, it's not. Okay, I'm not really sure why. Naval attrition, harbor capacity. All of these are like good things. I'll build one here as well. Yes, harbor capacity, very good. The tar kiln can apparently make a lot of money there. Speaking of money, let's send the army over there. You would 100% watch that? That's good to know. I mean, I appreciate the tips. There's a lot of other things like kind of clamoring for my attention, so it's not that high on the priority list, but, you know, if I'm ever like, ooh, what should I upload? Age of Empires 2, I've never really given it a huge amount of time. I used to play Age of Empires 3 quite a bit when I was a kid. So playing through 2 on the channel could be pretty fun. Are you interested in Age of Mythology as well, Rygar? Or is that like, eh? Because that is a fun game. It has a really fun campaign. It had like a remaster, I believe, right? On Steam. I think. It's kind of crazy that this is the town and not Nieva. I mean, Nieva is an amazing harbor. Kind of crazy. I could found a town there, but I guess I should for these guys' sake, right? Nieva is the bigger community. 350 though. Ooh, that's a lot. Ah, screw it. We'll do it. Nieva shall become a town. St. Petersburg, ahead of its time. Okay, let's march over here so that we are in position when we fight the Novgorodians. Give it another couple days. These guys are actually already fighting who? I don't understand. Oh, okay. It's fine. Declare war. We're gonna call in everyone, including Norway. Parliament claim. Smolensk will join in with their 11,000, so a little bit of a problem, but I think we could beat them up. Look at us. Basically Scandinavia versus Proto-Russia. Let's raise the levies. Raise them all. Where are the naval levies? Why do we not have any naval? Really? No what? Okay, well, we don't have any naval levies. That is really weird. Maybe it has to do with population? That is weird. Alright, I guess we just have to build more cogs then. So shipping our forces is going to be hell. Build more cogs, please. Yep, we're just gonna have to build those. The historical accurate matchup? I mean, Sweden and Russia fought so many wars against each other. Not kidding about that. There were quite a few matchups. And there were a few... I mean, we won a few of those wars. Let's see here. Let's get these guys on the boats. Oh, I've already made a mistake. I should have marched my army over there. Attach and the Scania is fine. The Earldom of Estonia, I actually want you to be on supportive. Yes. And I want the Principality to be on supportive as well. These armies can just, like, march over here to Viborg. Probably gonna have to go down a little bit on the speed. Let's sail over here. This army can just march there. Yes, good. These guys are gonna have to march to, like, Stockholm. Same thing with these guys. March to Stockholm. Gonna take a little bit of attrition, unfortunately. Did they just lose a battle? Yes, they did. Okay. Typical. Very typical. Sail over here. So I can carry almost 2,000 soldiers at a time, but not quite. Yep. Alright. We have a lot of soldiers, actually. Really. 50,000. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, let's even these guys out. I mean, I think I saw their army over there, so we should be able to just kind of march over and siege this. This has no forts, so sieging this would actually be a pretty big deal. Seems like they're going to march some of their guys into my army. Very nice. March these down here. Let's do that. Split off 1,000. Embark. This is going to be very tedious, so I'm going to just head over there. You guys just, like, march down here to Viborg. Thank you. We can just do this, and then, is there a split in half? And park. Half, split in half. These guys, split in half, split in half. Rally these over there. Keep marching these guys up here. Okay, so their army is right there. Let's see. These guys are sieging to the best of their ability. I guess I could go over here just to siege this. These guys are just like infantry and cavalry, right? Alright, recruitment law. And we can now research more tech. What are we gonna get? Go here. Down there. Build gravel road cost is fine. Legislative efficiency would be pretty good, I think. Trade efficiency would be pretty good as well. So we'll get those two. Hopefully by the time those two are researched, we can actually go down some of the other techs. Would be pretty good. Coastal forts, supply carts would be good, but I think once again we can get better units via the pike and shot right here. Thanks, Riger. Let's see. Pike and shot. It's not quite. Oh, it is. It is there. Okay, so it's expanding. Okay, good. How much do we need to get it? It's gonna take a while. It's 2.7%. We're spreading. Okay. Get a army. Like, say, this one. May as well, like, sail over there and not to Obo. Right. Sail over here. Oh, they are attacking us. Ooh, that's not good. Now, they are taking a lot of damage, but we're taking more than they are, I think. No, actually, we're winning this battle. Really? Huh. Interesting. I don't want to... Well, I guess we'll siege this down and then we'll retreat. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna march here. Not having the sailing boats really screws us over. Yeah, not having naval levies, very weird. That's for sure. Okay, now our vassals obviously got their butts kicked, because why would they not do that? Let's march this force over here. I do not want to be surrounded. And that one additional 1,000 soldiers, pretty big deal. Let's get these guys... Guys over here. I'm actually going to send these over here because we just need the units as quickly as possible. Oh shit, this is really bad. Not really sure how quickly they can get there. No. Well, this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Now we are going to reinforce with 1,300 soldiers, so if we can survive long enough. They will arrive on the 8th. This is going to be bad. Oh, did we lose that battle? We did, and now our army there is going to march into their army. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, we don't have a general here. Ooh, this is really bad. Okay. We were a little bit too greedy. Yeah, we won that one battle, but now we're losing a few subsequent battles. It's pretty bad. Maybe we can retreat. I think we got stack wiped there. Not quite stack wiped, but close enough. Okay, they are marching into some... Okay, that's fine. They're marching all the way to Vibor, that's fine. We'll march these guys up here. Yeah, I think once our armies are all together, it'll be fine. Seems like we got more of our ships, which is good. Maybe we can actually carry like 2,000 soldiers in a row at this point. That'd be pretty good. I should merge these guys. And something I should automate is the assign general. Replace generals. We need to do that. Just so that we actually get generals in all of our armies. Pretty important. Merge. Actually allows some time to pass. What? Get all of these guys just to march to Vibor. The Novgorodians have 5,000 soldiers. Now, we are going to reinforce the regulars that we lost. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, see here. So, right now our cannons are empty. Let them handle it. No, we'll do that. Increase attempts. Our ships now can carry how much? 2,600 troops. Okay, that's a lot better than how it was before. Maybe the Navy can actually get to Vibor in time. That would be nice. Let's see. Try to avoid piecemeal attacks. Exactly. No, I was a little bit too overambitious. The Estonians are getting their asses kicked. That's too bad. I'm gonna allow a month to go by, and then, yeah, this... Oh, they're resieging everything. It's too bad. I'm gonna allow the month to go by. Go. Sail down there. We have a normal winter here. I would like to fight this army if possible. Let's see if we're successful or not. Okay, we did actually... These guys are gonna arrive to Vosko. Okay, we are actually fighting them now. And we're killing quite a bit more of them than they are of us, so this is actually a pretty good battle. Okay, we killed 1,000, they killed 200. Yeah, no, those initial battles, not the best. We will liberate this city. We took a bunch of damage now to attrition. Not great. Hopefully, we won't take attrition once we've actually sieged this down, but we shall see. I do not know why our vassals are going and attacking this. Yep, okay, they just sent all their soldiers to their deaths. Alright. Cool. Let's get the forces over here. Norway is doing nothing. We have 18,000 Danish and Norwegian soldiers marching through the winter. Getting here. Ugh, yikes. Okay, we're still taking attrition right there. Let's see if we can't maybe... I think just getting here would be enough to avoid the attrition. There we go. That's good. Okay, we got 10,000 soldiers. That's something. Novgorod has 3,000 right there. I think we're going to let them siege this down. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. Okay. 1st of April. These guys can embark and land right here. Meanwhile, I believe that the winter... It's not quite over yet. Where are you marching? Polnevets. Okay. March over there. This province does have woods, which is not great. But on the flip side, we have a much larger army than they do. I think we can crush this army without all too much issue. These guys can go there and liberate that city, or that little capital area. Our ships have been built, so we can finally, I believe, carry like 3,000 soldiers at a time. Let's see how this battle does. Doing not great because of the terrible dice roll and the terrain penalty. But there we go. We're killing about double. Even better. 3 to 50. Oh, we actually killed 900 of their soldiers. Very good. And what's great is we actually recover soldiers. Like, we're recovering 13 cannons every tick. They don't have any food, so they're actually starving. Yes, what we need to do is we need to rally our forces and kill the Smolenskian army right here. The castle of Narva is doing its best to hold off. But it's not doing that good. Let's see here. These guys can now carry 3,600 troops. Fantastic. We can come with reinforcements and sail them right here. Why don't I march you guys... Okay, go over to Tobolsko, I guess, just to stack wipe them. Did that scare him off? I guess it did. Yep, great. The Swedish army is almost all combined at this point. There is a chance that they manage to siege the castle before we get there, which would be a real shame. Because if we control it, we get the topography bonus. Yeah, we just have to wait a little bit. I don't think we can get there before the siege anyway. So I'm gonna wait on the morale. Okay, we were lucky. Okay. Balance them out. And let's go. Let's consolidate regiments. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we are dealing quite a bit more damage than they are. We're killing about double them, and we're liberating this castle, or relieving it. Yes, for the King of Sweden, Ryger. That's correct. Okay, pretty good in my opinion. So not only are they pretty damaged, but our vassals are actually sieging down all of this for us, which is pretty good. So I think the next step is taking this and then taking these two. Now we have a really good supply in our army. I mean, we have multiple months worth of food, but ensuring that we have the supply lines is pretty important as well. So we're gonna siege this down. That's gonna give us a bunch of vision. That's gonna also... Okay, so these guys are recovering. So unfortunately, Smolensk does have a bunch of professional soldiers in this army. The best thing for us would be if they actually went to the castle again. Because this fort now should have... Yeah, it has all of its soldiers again, which would be a great deal for me. I also believe that we have... Yeah, we have a bunch of bonus artillery. They do not, I believe. So the best ideal situation would be if we... Because, see, they have the blockade and the fortification. We only have... we don't have a blockade, and we have the cannons. So if we manage to siege this down, and then we manage to attack their army again, that would be a good deal for us. The Novgorodians are starving over there. They're also losing battles. Although the Danish are doing their best to try and throw the war. But we shall not let them. Okay, the winter is almost upon us, which is a little bit worrying because we're going to take some attrition, but not a lot we can do about that. The Smolensk army actually marched over there. Neva is now a whole town. It's being expanded upon. It's a bit of a shame that they left the castle. But they're dealing with this, I guess. So we'll just siege down. What I could do, you know what, I could do this. Because the Novgorodian army is all the way over there. Alright, so let's... A few of these. Peasant levies, a couple camp followers. This army is actually going to march up there. This is also a normal winter, I guess? Yeah, it is. So we're still going to take about an equal amount of attrition, but I may as well siege the city. I don't think the size of the army actually matters. Narva has many historical battles. I bet it does. I mean, being on the border between Russia and Sweden for many years, and then Estonia and Russia, I mean... No, I bet it's been brutal over there. I'm gonna march these guys over here. Well, you know what? At this point, it doesn't really matter. We may as well just... There we go. Nice. Okay, we got all of this sieged. I think by the time we get there, it's going to be... The winter's basically going to be over anyway, so we're just going to march on through. Just keep sieging stuff. I mean, they're taking attrition in their own territory, so... I think we just have to live with it. It would be great if we could capture this or attack this army. So let's head on over there. Hopefully we can get there before they take the town, but I'm a little bit skeptical. Yeah, we didn't quite make it. But we did stack wipe their army just there, so they just lost all of those soldiers. Very good. Smolensk has an army over there with basically no morale. Now, our allies are also dicking around. I have no clue why they're... marching into the interior of Russia like that, but it's fine. Are you guys gonna march? You're gonna march to Dubrenj, or whatever it's called. Sure. Stack wipe them. Fantastic. March up here, actually. If we can siege down Novgorod itself, that would be fantastic. Do I want anything from Smolensk? Not so sure. It looks like our vassals are actually winning against Smolensk now, so that's good. Right. Now, what we could do is we can consolidate regiments, create a new force, grab 1,000 peasant levies, just in case. And then grab all the units that don't have any men in them. And just send that over there to acquire some reinforcements. Very nice. I'm going... Well, no, we want to keep fort maintenance high just because we control their forts. We have to decide a little bit about what we want. So, I would like to maybe take some land here to give to our vassals, but it's kind of worthless territory. More valuable would be, say... Let's see if we can... There we go. This province here. What's happened now? Oh, wrong button. No, not you. There we go. Lushkava province. And a province from... What is this called? Norosk? North Pskov. Okay, sure. Maybe... This province right here. Yes. That'd be pretty good. All their money, of course. Or reparations, always nice. The question is, can we take more than that? I would be willing to skip the money, because we have quite a bit already, in favor of more land. They would actually surrender to this already. I guess we take territory here. Yes, I think so. That is one state, and they taking this as well. That's one state. Inner Aunus Karelia. Yes, that would be pretty good. Strengthen this nation a bit. So they get another, like, basically an entire state, more or less, and we can create a new vassal here. I would love to take this, though, and give it to these guys. We'll see if we can do that as well. But we need to siege down, what was it, Novgorod itself? Yeah, probably. Let's give it another month or two. Someone is drilling like crazy in the apartment. I don't know if it's next to me or over me, but that is very typical. Oh, we got the annexation cost. Oh yeah, that's right. We are annexing these guys very slowly. Very, very slowly. It's going to take till 1660. Kind of crazy. I could also choose a recruitment law, and I want expanded levies. Yes, please. Thank you. It's going to give me more levies in the future. Quite nice. We actually managed to siege down Novgorod. Very nice. I think what I might want to do is I might want to march back to Viborg. The reason being, I don't want to take the attrition. Also wondering, would these guys accept... I can't quite take everything. I mean, I do not need the war reparations. I would rather take this territory, right? Yeah, taking their capital would be a really big deal. It would basically cripple them. They'd probably have to move their capital like here or something, maybe here. So all of this territory is going to be useless to them. It does mean that Muscovy could probably feast on their corpses. Oh, I have a ship over here? Oh no. Oh no. Go to, yeah, go to Stockholm. Smolensk still has 5,000 soldiers right there. Start constructing university in there. Free university is not bad. The satisfaction is a bit annoying though. Sure. You know what? We'll do it. Oh, we don't have a cabinet member right here. Who should we appoint? Magnus Bjerbo. What are you gonna do? Innovative is no longer possible, so why don't you... Our vassal might be losing that battle. Our vassals. Let's see. Cabinet. Changing societal values. We're not really able to do anything with that. Are there any others that I want? Decentralization is good. Innovative is just what I've been doing. Communalism, I guess I already did that, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. I guess I could go inward. That would help. And you can develop Stockholm, I guess, or Uppland. Good. Yeah, these guys have 5,000 soldiers again, Smolensk. Okay, the Navy is taking attrition. Not great. Sail back to Stockholm. Thank you. So they are re-sieging some of their territory, which is a bit of a shame. It is what it is. February. Normal winter right here. Normal winter right there. But we won't take any attrition. But we would as soon as we leave the town. Right, start marching. Yeah, now we're taking attrition. A mild winter right here. Maybe we can get there ahead of time. There we go. Once again, we have nothing to research. How much can we bank when it comes to research? We can have a maximum of 20. Okay, so by the end of the year, I have to select something. Let's just research something, just that we don't lose anything. So, let's go up here. Diplomatic range could be okay. Clergy satisfaction wouldn't be terrible. Bank interest would be decent, I guess, in case we ever have to take out loans. The coastal fort could be okay. Reinforcement speed would not be bad, honestly. Honestly, not really. There isn't really a lot of tech that I want. Legislative efficiency, I guess. That would be good. There we go. One more tech. Oh, hello, Zombor. Greetings. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you like the Ottoman campaign? That's nice. No, it was a lot of fun to play. The next, or the final episode will be coming out on Monday. That's the plan right now. Cheers from Sweden. Welcome to the stream. This is the final episode of the Sweden stream. So I don't know if you've been watching the others, Zombor, but yeah, episode 7 essentially, the final episode. We are right now crushing the Russians, as is only proper. Yep, we just slaughtered 500 soldiers, and it looks like we managed to also capture 300 men. I guess I could ransom them. I could also hire them as prisoners. I could execute them for some antagonism. I don't want to do that. Ransom them, sure. Okay, so we sold them to their ruler. I'll march there to siege down that fort. They've already made some progress. So if we get there, I think we can siege that down very quickly. And I believe that is basically the final fort that we actually need to siege. I do wonder if Smolensk would accept a white peace. No, not yet. Look at that, 28%. It's going pretty well. Doba? Alright, sure. I'll call you Doba. I think Denmark is actually going to fight them for us, so we don't really need to do this, but I want to. There we go. So we ransomed them for money. And now we just crush them again. So we're gonna ransom them again. And we're losing antagonism each time. Very nice. Yeah, Smolensk is just kind of sitting there with their 5,300 soldiers. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just a little bit surprised. What are we gonna do with the parliament? Put it in Stockholm. Now let's do... That would actually be really good, getting naval infrastructure. I mean, the development. That would be very nice. Anything that we can do that I would like to do? No. I don't really want to do any of these, to be honest. I guess we're just gonna hope that an event saves us and we get the thing. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to skip it. Gonna siege this down. I think we're just gonna suffer through the attrition at this stage and just try to win the battle or win the war. So let's just march down there, crush the Smolenskian army. Even though they're not really bothering us. Oh, okay, they're marching there. Why don't we march up here? This is a capital of the province, right? Yes, it is. So we'll chill a little bit. Grant them aid. It's quite a bit of money. We do have the money, though. You know what? It's fine. Right, once again, we captured their soldiers. We keep doing this over and over again. Capture them, ransom them, capture them, ransom them. Where are these guys going? Not really sure. Well, Smolensk is being sieged. I would love to take money from Smolensk, actually. They're the ones I want to take money from. We should go attack this while they don't have any manpower. Oh, okay, it's fine. I was about to say why they don't have any morale. They recovered it fast enough. I should have been a little bit more proactive, but it seems like we're handling this battle quite well. They have a decent general. Decent stats. But I guess we're quite a bit stronger at this point. Sure. Smolensk would not accept peace under any circumstances. No, it would not. Okay, let's just march here. Yeah, these are all normal winter provinces. Yes. Okay, just siege this down. And then we'll start sieging this fort. Or maybe we focus on Smolensk, actually, because getting Smolensk out of the war will basically get us to 100 war score. And which will mean that we can end things a lot quicker. So let's march over here. Apparently they are marching over there as well. Well, we just killed 12 of their dudes. They abandoned the siege here for absolutely no reason. Of course they did. That's very disappointing. I was hoping that they would siege this at the same time, but I guess not. Do we have a... We have a +5 bonus. So that should be pretty quick. Yeah, Smolensk is really the only group doing anything at this point, so it's fine. There is a YouTube channel called Cop and Ball that is from Hungary. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dubad, that I'm ending this series. Yeah, it is a shame, but unfortunately the viewership is down quite a bit. Also, I want to try some other things. Like, there have been 45 episodes, which is quite a bit, in my opinion. So it's just the way things are. In a perfect world, I would be able to upload more of those episodes as well while doing the other series, and people would enjoy them as much as you do, but we have to deal with the limitations we have. Oh, hunting videos. I see. I've never been to Budapest. I've heard that it's very pretty. I would like to go there at some point in the future. The furthest, like, the only Eastern European city I've been to is Krakow, if I can find it. Where is it? Shouldn't it be somewhere over here? Let's just do this. Search. Right here, yes. Krakow. It was covered by the city. But no, I've never been to Hungary. I've been to Vienna as well. It'd be cool to visit Budapest. Alright, we siege those forts very quickly. Let's see if we can't march down here, perhaps. Would they accept white peace? They would not accept the peace at this stage. Even though they were sieging down so much of their stuff. Maybe once we siege down their capital, that will get them to surrender. Good. Let's march to Smolensk just to see if that will scare them off. Okay, I got a bunch of research progress stored. I guess I just go for the reinforcement speed. I mean, that doesn't hurt. But, well, I think, honestly, I'm going to siege their capital, and then we'll deal with that. Because they would actually accept the peace now. Okay, how much money could we take? Well, I want all their money. And I want war reparations. I'm not going to stop until I get those two things. Let's see here. So they are sieging this down. That's perfect. It's a bit of a siege race between us and Smolensk, but I think we can win that because of the cannons. We have that +5 bonus. Very useful. Yeah, I'm from Sweden. I am from Sweden, right over here, close to the capital. Taking a bunch of attrition right now. Peace imminent. I don't like that. Okay, let's see if we're lucky. It would be great if they just gave us the fort right now. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, one more tick, right? It has happened, but it would be very annoying if we don't get it this time and they get like a +7 next siege, and then we don't get it again and they get it on like a 7%. But it happens sometimes. Yeah, 57. Oh, come on. Is this literally what I just predicted? How much research do we have queued up? Quite a bit. I believe our tick is a little bit quicker. Okay, good. Again, they failed theirs. Alright, fantastic. Let's see if they're willing to... No, not yet. I might have to fight them one last time, but I'll do it just in case. I do not want them to accidentally siege that. That would be a pain. That is not in a zone of control, so we could, I guess, just chill. You know what, I want to actually march here because I want as bad of a terrain penalty as possible. We might be unlucky. Let's see. Okay, oof, lucky. Allow a couple more days to pass. And there we go. Should be able to wreck them. Still have a few more months until the research situation becomes a problem. Yo, we crushed that army right there. Would they accept now? They would actually. Do we want to do anything else? Humiliating them wouldn't be bad. Annulling treaties with Novgorod would be good. They would actually accept. I think that's a good idea. Just don't be friends with Novgorod anymore. We get a bunch of money, we get war reparations, and they annul treaties with Novgorod. Fantastic. Okay, pretty good. Let's march back up here. Now the question is, will these guys now accept the peace deal that I want? Yes, they would. Do I want anything else? I don't think so. This is a pretty big deal. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces, basically 5 provinces from them. Right now, the Novgorodians have 1.1 million people, which is quite a bit. Roughly the same that we do, a little bit less. But doing this, I think, is basically going to... Wait. This only costs 75 now? Really? So we could take more. I mean, I would like war reparations. That would be nice. Is there any other provinces that I want? I guess I could take Pomore as well. I don't think they'd have that good control, though. They have really good control here, actually. So I think, actually... You know what? I think it's the way to go. They can convert this stuff for me. What is this? Pomore. Yes. They would accept. Do I want any more territory here? Taking this fort would be nice as well. But no, they would not accept that. Also, this would kind of put us over the limit. I think this is enough. We don't have to be all too greedy. Let's take a little bit of money. There we go. Look at that. Pretty good. So let's give these guys immediately the Cedar Province. Yep. And cede a province right here. And we can also cede a province right here. There we go. Inner White Karelia. Not exactly the greatest name, but it's fine. They have right now, what, 20,000 people? Let's see how much they have after the month tick. As for Orshenk, they are Novgorodian, right? They are Catholic Novgorodian. I mean, their capital is right here. The smart thing would be to create a second vassal here. And I might do that due to the fact that we could give them like these two states here and they would have really good control over them. I think that is what we do. I think we create a new vassal here and a new vassal here. It will also make it a lot easier to integrate these guys. It's just a pragmatic thing to do. So let's go here and let's create a subject. Historical subject. Oh, we could actually create the Republic of Pskov. But they would be a republic, which is kind of a pain. So they would get the cores immediately, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. Custom subjects. Right here. Vassal. And we shall select... who? Ivar Albertsson, I don't think has any family. Ivar Kristoffersson doesn't have any family either. Johan Bagge, maybe? You know what? Johan Bagge, you are welcome to this province right here. Only thing we're going to do is we're going to enforce religion immediately. We'll leave the culture alone, but the religion needs to become Swedish. I mean, Catholic. As for these places, I guess I'll create one vassal to rule all of it. Yeah, I could create the vassal right here. If I create the vassal here, they'll have their capital. I guess I could have them control these three. And then I could have a vassal here controlling these three. I think that's a good idea. And then the vassal here can control like these three. Yes. Okay. That's the plan. So create a subject, a custom subject right here. Let's do another vassal. And let's select Henrik Jakobsson. He's a priest, but now he's going to be a ruler. We're going to grant him cede the province of this. Force religion on you as well. We're not going to fight in the east for a while, I don't think, so that's why I'm willing to do these enforced religion situations. And then finally, let's create a subject. I'm going to make these a fiefdom. Nice. And now we can take our armies and disband them. We just need to march. Let's just march right here. Okay, quite the win, if I do say so myself. And now I can disband those units. Nice. How many soldiers people do you have? 14,000. So it went up by 34,000. So it went up by 14. There is a Swedish revolt right there, but I think these guys are going to take care of it for me. All good. Epic win. I agree, Rygar. This is a epic win for Sweden. Increased the country by a lot. Took 100, 200,000, 250,000 maybe, something like that from Novgorod. It went from like what 1.18 to 900,000. So yeah, about 280,000 people, which is quite a bit for me at this time. Apparently Muscovy is at war with someone. Ooh. The Golden Horde, really? I don't exactly predict the Muscovites winning that. Although, I will say that they've actually done quite the damage to the Golden Horde. If a few other nations were helping them, like if Vladimir actually helped, or Kiev helped, the Golden Horde would actually lose. That's kind of crazy. Crazy. Let's get the fleet. Merge them together. There. Nice. We still do not have the capability to research pike and shot. And if I look at it, it's only spread to 4% of the country. So we just need to research more, unfortunately, right here. Cultural tradition, trade efficiency I already have. State enrichment, isn't that good? Not really sure. Age of the Renaissance. Medicaments outputs, I guess, is fine. That's going to be more money. And what else? Coastal forts, I guess, as well. I'm not going to get any slaves, so that doesn't really matter. This I should get. The commissioned officers. And I will get the entry ports and the debt loans. You know what? That's fine. Exploration preparation time doesn't matter because I'm not going to explore. I'll do the diplomatic range and the state satisfaction as well. And I guess I should get the unlock theater and art school. Okay, that's 10 techs. By the time those are done, I should be able to get pike and shot, I think. Right? Should be possible. A new market is underway. Where is their capital now? I'm curious about that. Their capital is right here, so they're going to get a lot more control there, but they're going to lose a lot of control. I mean, look at that. Their economy, all of this land is going to become close to worthless, which is kind of crazy. I will side with the university just so that I can get more research. Thank you very much. Clergy estate satisfaction is plus 23%. It's really good. Let's get this little army. Embark. And sail all the way over here. And I think on Kalmar, the fort here is no longer necessary because we actually have that marked, so I'm going to disband the castle. It's just costing me money at this point. Yep. So we just did that. I do wonder, I mean, we have quite a bit of manpower. I could build up the army and then maybe fight the Livonians and the Oh, they have so many soldiers, especially the Teutons. Like, what the hell? They no longer have that alliance with Austria, but they have an alliance with Upper Bavaria, who has 7,000 soldiers, Mecklenburg, and Halich, all having very large armies. Yeah, I do not like that. Do not like that at all. I could improve relations with the Polish. Maybe I could get them to become my ally. These guys are a vassal of the Polish. Oof. Yikes. Now the big thing would be empowering the Estonians, giving them that, and taking Prussia for ourselves. That would be very good. I want to make the Baltic an inner sea of the Swedish Empire. Is that too much to ask for? Let's see here. Drill the army. And we are very close to 1460, which is the end date that I had for the stream. I need a new person here. This woman is still alive and in charge, 66. She did get to be queen during a very important time. We are running out of people. I would say that the Swedish Empire as a whole is very strong right now. We completely dominate Scandinavia, Finland. Sizable portions of, I'd say like the important parts of Russia, you know, like this part of Russia. Like all of this is kind of, eh. I mean, I know there are resources and oil and millions of people there, but comparatively speaking, this is the heartlands of Russia. So we have St. Petersburg and Novgorod and a few other areas. We didn't quite get all of Estonia, which is a real shame. I would have liked to have gotten all of it. And Lithuania would have been nice, and Latvia would have been nice. But all in all, doing pretty well. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Any chance that they would accept being our vassal? Yeah, I didn't think so. It would be cool if we could have them as our vassal, though, because they would give us so many Casus Belli. Be kind of crazy. Look at all of that. It would be fantastic. Are these guys... They're Catholic now. Let's see here. This is only a short-term program. I agree with that. We're fine with ships taking a little bit longer to build. No worries. We're getting experience with our army, which is very nice as well. Yes, getting pike and shot is going to be a big deal. I think when I have that, I'll actually build a proper professional army. And at that point, maybe I can like overwhelm the Livonians so fast and just stack wipe them that it won't matter that they have more soldiers. Not to mention the fact that the vassals are actually pretty strong at this stage. I should start annexing Skåne, but we'll hold off for now. 1654. That is crazy. Yeah, them getting this was a mistake. I should have colonized this quicker. Inner White Karelia. How much control do they have? Pretty decent control, all things considered. About these guys. They have very good control, especially here. Yeah, build a gunsmith. Why not? And what else would make a lot of money? Tailor's Guild? Sure. Can I not build in my vassal? Oh yeah, there we go. I am. I did. Okay. Fine. Protected harbor and a granary. Those things would be good. And a dock would be good. And an armory would be good. Yes. In fact, an armory here. Oh, you already have one. Fantastic. And you have an armory as well. That's very good. Yeah, they have their capital right here, as I thought. So... Oh, no, they have their... Wait, why don't they have their capital here? That's too bad. Okay, it's fine. These guys have their capital right there. It's all good. Alright, so... You love the stream? Oh, that's great. Yeah, thank you so much. Cheers from Estonia. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, Ryger. Oh, you said you did. So yeah, cheers, Ryger. And actually, this is going to be the ending port for the stream as a whole. So goodbye, Ryger. Goodbye, everyone. This is Sweden as we got to the point. 1.3 million people, a lot of vassals, dominance over the Baltic. No real major threats, but we're not that strong either. I guess this would be our next expansion path and then into Germany. All in all, pretty happy with this campaign. I've been enjoying live streaming, and sharing this with you guys. As I've said in the channel page, I'll be taking a break from live streams until maybe the summer. I haven't quite decided yet when I will resume, but I do think that I'll be resuming some live streams. I think it's a lot of fun to try it out. And I am still going to be uploading episodes 5 days a week, so Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's regularly scheduled. I will be uploading Star Wars Empire at War, then some Diablo, then some more Star Wars Empire at War, and then probably returning to Europa Universalis 5. On Monday will be the final episode of the Ottomans campaign, which is a very long, very fun campaign. I hope that you guys have enjoyed that one as well. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.